Often we happily spend money on maintaining our vehicles and homes, but are more reluctant to do so with our own bodies. While diet, exercise, and clean living can go so far, our bodies sometimes can't keep up with demands, and then injuries, aches, and pains tend to become increasingly troublesome. This is because some of the vital nutrients the body uses to maintain our joints and general well-being have become depleted. On the flip side, it's astounding how well the body heals when it has what it needs. With Kane's Deer Velvet on board, the body is refueled with amazing nutrients it uses in maintaining the immune system, bones, joints, circulation, and general well-being. With the tank topped up, it can get on with the magic of healing and restoration. Find out more at www.canesdeervelvet.com and use the code STAGRAW252 for a 20% discount. The final of the 200 Club. From Taharua Valley, W.J. Dixon. Kaimanawa Ranges, of course, 1955. 5x5. The length is 29 and 6 by 30 and 6. The spread is 29 and 6. The span is 21 and 2. The beams are 4 on each side. The coronets are 6 and 2 by 6 and 4. So these tines. The brows are 10 by 11. The trays are 5 and 2 by 5. The inner tops are 7 and 5 by 6 and 4. The outer tops are juicy 13s. Oh, they are nice. There is an outer off the inner top on the left side, which is 6 and 2. And there's a snag on the right brow, which is a decent snag. 1 and 1/8. Giving the total of 200 to Mr. Dixon. Dixon was a Waikato sportsman from the small settlement of Walton. In the company of one Alan Melrose, Dixon had travelled to Poronui Station, from there packed into the Little Red Hut by the then station owner Jim Dobson, intending to utilise a few days stalking in the area. They've got the Little Red Hut in brackets. I think they are talking about the hut and not the gigantic house. After a few days, during which the pair secured several mediocre stags, it was decided to stay one extra day, and it was on that day that Dixon's luck was in. He located his stag calling and commenced his stalk. On the final occasion on which the stag called, Dixon realised he was within about 60 metres of where the animal was located. His quarry was moving along a game trail, so Dixon dropped down a short distance and waited. He did not need to abide very long. His quarry came into sight at reasonably close range, encouraging Dixon to take a careful aim, and pulled the trigger. The stag leapt in the air and bounded off for cover. On hearing the single shot, Melrose joined his companion and aided in the search. The stag was located dead under the root system of a fallen tree, and according to Dixon, he was as dead as a doornail. And there he is, mounted beautifully in that photo. Wonderful. So that brings us to the end. Highest Douglas score, of course, Schofield and White, 1941, 228 and 3/4. Length of antler goes to J. Nicholas, Makahu Stream, 1983, 35.5 inches. Outside spread, Goodwin McNutt, Rotorua Game Park, 1975, 39.5. Wow. I bet that was a few overspread. Inside span, Goodwin McNutt, Rotorua Game Park, 1975, of course, 29.5. Beam is W. Whittle, Rocky Hill, 1968, 5 3/4 inches, chunky. And the number of points, E.J. Schofield, Poronui, 1943, 13. I know what you're thinking. Beautiful array of trophies in this edition. All above, I think it's 170. Yes, above 170. If you've been out there in the Sika range this raw or more, and you've got one over 170, make sure you get that entered into an NZDA near you. Get it scored, get it in the trophy books, add to this magnificent list. As I said, this one originally done in 2006, but mine's an updated from 2009, so that's why we have a few more trophies in there. Great book. Get your hands on it from the NZDA shop. I'll be jumping on there and grabbing the volume 3, because we've done 2 and 4, and we'll catch you then. Otherwise, enjoy the stag roar in the meantime. This episode of the Big Game Records, it's number 1, the Sika, volume 1, New Zealand Big Game Records series, written and compiled for the New Zealand Deerstalkers Association Incorporated, written by D.Bruce Banwell. Published by Halcyon Press, a division of Halcyon Publishing Limited, PO Box 360, Auckland, New Zealand. The copyright is 1999 D.B. Banwell, updated edition 2009, first published 1999, all rights reserved.